Let's talk about your Hall of Fame candidacy because you made 7 Pro Bowls. You're an All-Pro as well. You're a member of the All-Decade team, and your position in the All-Decade team, I think, is very significant here because the other 3 members at wide receiver of the All-Decade team of the 2000s are all in the Hall of Fame. Marvin Harrison, Randy Moss, T.O. The 1990s, all 4 of those wide receivers are in the Hall of Fame. The 1980s All-Decade team, all 4 of those wide receivers are in the Hall of Fame. So, out of the last 30-some-odd years of football, you'd be the only guy on the All-Decade team at wide receiver not to be in the Hall of Fame. Does it bug you that you're not in there yet?
Yeah, it does. I mean, when you state those types of facts, and those are facts, it can get a little it can be frustrating. But I think, I truly believe the more and more I get into this, I think the closer and closer I get in terms of having an opportunity to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I think this year I'm getting closer. And it's just a matter of time. I've been patient. I'll continue to be patient, and I'll continue to, argue on my behalf if I have to, if I'm put in those situations. But I'm really, I really have high hopes that this will happen for me soon. And you think about those guys that you just mentioned, and all those guys were a few years older than me. And I was playing right up there at that level with those guys for a decade. And that's something to be proud about. And I hope that the voters and the Hall of Fame folks can recognize that and hold me in that same regard. I just want the voters to just have a true conversation about my case, what I did for the National Football League, for my team, for my city, for the conference, all those things, for the position. Just have a true conversation about my career along with other guys' careers. I'm sure they do a lot of the comparison. Just really don't spend 2 to 3 minutes or 4 to 6 minutes on my case. Spend some significant time talking and arguing or whatever the case may be about the impact I had on the National Football League for a decade.
And I'm saying this as an unbiased observer. I think you get in here soon. I think there was probably a deadlock near the top of the wide receivers, and you played with some guys that put up just crazy numbers. And so Moss eventually gets in. T.O., it takes a couple of years, he gets in. Marvin's in now. And I think you're the next guy. I would imagine you feel more optimistic today because those other guys are in, and now there's not as much of a traffic jam at the wide receiver position.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Every year I see guys going to receivers going. I'm like, yes, I'm getting closer and closer. That's what I was saying to you. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to this Hall of Fame induction. And I tell you this, I'm thankful for our fans in St. Louis. I'm thankful for our fans in LA that continue to go out and vote for me. Thankful for my people here in North Carolina, NC State University, all the fans, NFL fans that have great things to say about me and that are voting for me. So thank you for that, and to my teammates, man, because I wouldn't be here in this situation either if it wasn't for my teammates pushing me and my coaching staff putting me in position to be really good and to showcase the type of skills that I had. So for me, it was a true goal to go out each year, DA, and play at a high level for as long as I could in the National Football League. And I really believe in my heart of hearts that I did that. I played the best that I could. I was one of the top wide receivers at my position for a decade. I think that deserves some type of an acknowledgement.